hecking back just to get this stream working, bro. I have to put another audio input capture. Audio output capture. Add a new source said. Device. Razor Ripsaw HDA HDMI. Where's the speakers for it? Why is there no speakers? Oh my god, it's working. Alright. It's working. I fixed it. I did it. I fixed it. Are you proud of me, mama? Oh my god, that was so painful. That was an ordeal just to fix this one thing. Now I gotta open the stream on my thing. I gotta make sure this is working now. Welcome! The Ace? No way, it's Pikachu Firework. I can't believe it, he's actually here. It's him. Pikachu Firework. No, I'm iShow Speed, silly? Oh my god, it's iShow Speed. I can't believe it. Alright, we gotta start from the beginning, right? I should probably move this closer to my face. Let me get my mic closer to me. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. First case, and we already know who it is. W moment. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Who? Wait, what voice do I give Mia? Step on a crack, you break your mama's back. Step on a... Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I was looking at something else. Oh, hiya, Chief. Wait, what voice do I give Mia? I haven't thought about this.
Well, I'm glad I made it on time.
I'm gonna have...
Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like...
Look at this. It's Edgeworth, obviously. I can't give Mia that voice. I'm actually gonna hurt my throat. Not everyone takes a murder trial off the bat like this. This says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean, you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. Give her the most deepest, raspiest voice, like she smokes a fat. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! Wait, I gotta give him... Alvin, is that you? I gotta give him a goofy voice. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming? Oh, I can't do this. Is that your client? Is that your client screaming? I can't do. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh, gosh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did? I can't do this. Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My case is... Well, I skipped it on accident. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. It's the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's not usually his fault. He just has terrible luck. What the hell? Your defendant is goofy. And that's just what I'm going to do. Wait, I forgot about the judge. What do we give? What voice do we give the judge? We gotta make our minds up, right? Hold on, I can turn this up a bit. What voice do we give the judge, boys? The defense is ready, Your Honor. Cleveland Brown. Okay, hold on. What does Cleveland Brown sound like? Hold on. Cleveland Brown voice.
Still can't believe they wore each other's underwear. Hi, it's me, Cleveland Brown.
Hi, it's me, Cleveland Brown. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna have to do that for every case, bro. Welcome memes or Charlie. Welcome Charlie. I'm not doing Cleveland Brown. Should we also make his voice goofy? Should we also make his voice goofy? Should we just do all the voices as goofy? Do it! I am Mr. Phoenix Wright. I declare the defendant Larry Butts guilty. I'm not doing that. Alright, you know, how about this? I'll make the judge goofy, and I'll make the judge goofy, and I'll make the defendant Mickey. Yeah. Yeah. Ahem, Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Or Donald Duck.
Murder is a serious charge. I hope for your sake.
That just sounds like it. Murder is a serious charge. I've committed 7 counts of homicide. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. March!
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely.
I can't make him march. Your Donald Duck just sounds like Toad.
Hey, I'm Toad. I've committed 7 counts of homicide.
I can't do your Toad voice.
Yeah.
Marge Simpson. Okay. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. That would be... Can I just say Phoenix, right? Nah, I gotta... Defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct? Just keep your wits and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whoa, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this?
It's Mia Fey. You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Oh, of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court records. Press the R button to check it at any time, okay? I already noticed it's Cynthia Stone. Alright, Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinder Block! The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct! Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct? You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm giving him that voice. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button to check the court record frequently. I already know what I'm doing. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get a chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! I'm Mickey Mouse! We were great together! We were like Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony!
I can't do Mickey. Oh, what if I'm just gonna also make him Goofy. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you, anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you, and was seeing other men. She had just returned to overseas, from overseas with one of them this day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Oh there, how you doing? I'm doing great, Firewall. How about you? Don't ask anything. Passport added to the court record. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way! I'm gonna give him that voice.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
I can't. Daddy, sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took the money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
We could clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was.
Kinda bad. Dang, that sucks, man. You okay? What happened? Actually, I probably shouldn't be asking that.
Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... yeah, we should stop him.
My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet here in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? Yup. Frick, I coughed on my spit, bro. Oh, okay, you want me to make the text boxes transparent? I could do that. Okay. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? I know. I'll send him a signal.
Tell the truth!
Yeah, I was there. I went. I'm forgetting everyone's voices already. Order! Well, Mr. Butts. There's the type of guy to die when he's killed. So true. Dude, chill! She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying? Lying?
The prosecution would like to call its witness who can prove Mr. Butt is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Side to the stand.
Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawi, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing his apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because I left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against the testimony like that. Incidentally, why was the phone in the victim's apartment not working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Are phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Science used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Now, Mr. Wright. Yes? Yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the... I already know what I'm doing. Jesus, I would have had to read a lot of crap if I didn't skip that all.
I was going door to door, selling subscriptions, when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I queried in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
Okay, that's it, right? Like, because the time of death was 4 to 5 p.m. You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts this autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Side, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again? I keep forgetting that the judge is goofy.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about that misunderstanding.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. My dogs are being loud. Not mine, they're my parents. I don't like dogs.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
Are you sure it was a television and not a radio?
Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television.
Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television.
The witness has testified he heard the time.
Okay, we need to... It's the power outage. Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Gah!
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Shaw?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Shaw, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Shaw. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. Defense may cross-examine the witness. I keep forgetting his voice.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim, and we already know it's wrong.
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? You with your objections and your evidence? Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Sod.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yeah, I do. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. He went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sod. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw it, Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think through it carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard... I'm gonna make him an old man now. I think it would be funnier if I did an old man. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25. Ack!
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one.
Ha! You forgot one thing!
Uh-oh, what's he talking about now?
Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it. I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
That means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination on Mr. Frank Solid. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime.
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Frank Solid. Chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock was 3 hours slow? Yeah, actually. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Welcome to Anime Court. Find him and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in my court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words. Let's see if you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence of why the clock was running slow. My freaking thing was starting to hurt. It came from Paris.
The victim had just returned home from broad day of the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 3 hours. Is 9 hours, I mean. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong.
Proof enough for you, Mr. Solid. Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Or should I say, Mr. Sussy Baka? Mr. Sussy Baka. Order, I say. Did the freaking witness just consume cyanide? What the heck was that? I do bear reasoning for this. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but the court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned.
Bro, my throat actually hurts. I might have to stop talking for a little bit. Turns out that Frank Solid was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Solid let himself in to do this dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Solid grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Ooh, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. But thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick.
Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good, wait, no, I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she's a... Never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Hey, here. Take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Does that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of her.
In her own way. I thought she thought quite a lot of her in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing. You're really...
Isn't that right? I can't do that voice. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? It's the statue. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her with you traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. In anime court. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. I dropped my Joy-Con. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? Or drink a toast to innocent butts? Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Or, yeah, part, at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then, but that clock would soon be going to be at the center of another incident. And my promises to tell the chief about me and Larry would be the one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. I hate Mia Fey. She's okay. Hello? This is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha, so what's it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue of the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. Ah, I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. Oops, I accidentally took a screenshot. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yeah. You come by the office tonight, say 9 p.m. to pick it up. I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good, like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m.
Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine, the papers.
I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have.
Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers.
How could you know?
Oh, you're not configurous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see.
I should have been more careful.
Ho, my dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry, but I am afraid that I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Red, white, blue.
Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Burgers? No, wait, blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. That smell! Blood. Blood, yeah. Someone's there. Chief! Who are you? And she's dead. A strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief, where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade, until finally she was cold. Chief? Some shards of glass were scattered on the floor. They seemed to be the remains of a glass light stand. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker, lying next to her, must have been the murder weapon. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of a glass light stand, lying broken in the back of the room. Nothing else seems to like a clue here. A piece of paper must have fallen from Miss Sevilla's hand. What could this be? A word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. Receipt added to the court record. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, bud. Who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya Fay. Maya Fay? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought that there'd be a use for evidence like this outside a courtroom. Before Mia died, she wrote this message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. I better hurry up and call the police. Seems to be in shock. I don't want the server, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and sis, so she was already dead. So, you're the chief's sister that keeps getting arrested every time you take a step? I mean, what? Sister, I'm your younger sister, and you were here visiting this late at night? Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yeah, it was that I need someone else. I can't voice Maya. Never mind, they're offline. It was the thinker. This was lying next to the chief. I know, I saw it there too. I thought they might be pieces of the light stand. Maybe. Never heard of a glass light stand before. About the thinker. The thinker? That was... oh, sis. Probably shouldn't have asked her about the murder weapon. What? What do you mean you haven't seen an attorney's badge before? Your sister is an attorney. Should I just get Lettuce to voice the girl? No, I shouldn't. That'd be messed up. That would be very messed up if I did that. What do I do? Oh, I have to call the police, that's right. Right, I'd better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws in this receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? Oh god, I hate this person. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Uh-oh. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police!
Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, you see.
Gumshoe? What an odd name.
We received a report from the building across the way, see. Got a person saying they saw a murder.
Must have been that woman I saw.
Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay?
Great. Just great. Maya, wait. She would've...
Whoa! Excuse me! This word Maya's on here mean anything to you?
That's my name.
What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name.
Killer? I'm not...
Case closed! You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am!
What? Yo, finally, she's dead! Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. Sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Okay. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye, bye-bye-bye. Tomorrow we will do the next case, I hope.